We are the only one, and I will say that we will be the only one. So if this doesn't succeed, all that history is gone.
That's
Somebody
not
needs
good.
to keep it alive, and
Yep.
that's what we're doing, trying to keep it alive.
Definitely. Hey guys, in this video we're going to find out the history of the Martial Arts History Museum. I got to give a special shout out to Grandmaster Eric Lee who filmed this for me and Mike Matsuda, and thanks Mike for giving me that nice private tour for the video. And for more Martial Arts History Museum, make sure to check out their website, also subscribe and check out the YouTube channel linked in the description below. And for more Grandmaster Eric Lee, check out his book, Journey of an Artist. Great book, great read. And in the future, I'm going to release some very cool interview segments for my interview with Grandmaster Eric Lee. Mike, so what motivated you to start the Martial Arts History Museum? I see it was founded in '99.
Yeah. I say it's a crazy person doing it. No, I wanted to keep history alive.
Okay.
You know, I started martial arts since '67. So a lot of this I grew up with. I grew up with Fumio Demura when he first came here, with these guys, these pioneers who first came to America. I was still a little kid then.
Okay.
But I was doing martial arts and I got to meet them. So
Nice.
it has that personal touch, first of all. And then second, I was writing for the magazines for 20 years, Black Belt and Inside Kung Fu.
Wow.
And then I wrote for them, but I wanted to do stuff on history, you know, really focus on history. And I thought a museum would be great. But I knew nothing about museums. So I went back to school for another 8 years to university to learn how to do a museum. Got a business degree, got a marketing degree, journalism and all that, graphics design, everything. Learned everything I could because I didn't want this to fail.
Sure.
Then I took it on the road as an exhibit, and then people liked it, and I said, okay, we're going to go forward. So in 1999, we became the Martial Arts History Museum, launched it on the internet, and then we became a nonprofit organization and started out as a touring exhibit until we landed in a permanent location, and that's where we are today.
Nice. I got a question. So obviously every day would be exciting here, but next year would be...
Even more exciting.
You have something big planned for the
Well-
25th anniversary, I'm assuming?
Well, we are working now very closely with the city of Glendale.
Okay.
And we are in final stages of the negotiations, just waiting for final approval, and we will be relocating to a place of almost 4 times the size.
Oh, really?
So we're very excited about celebrating
Wow.
the 25th anniversary at a new location.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be
Wow.
great.
Wow. So
Yeah,
let's
we'll
go-
be one of the big boys now.
Yeah,
Sort of.
you're not messing around. So let's go through some of this stuff because you got so much amazing stuff here. I can only imagine what you'd have, in a place that's 4 times bigger. But let's see some of this stuff.
Yeah, all of this is designed from the people of Disney, DreamWorks, my friends and all helped design this. I myself is from Disney, and we designed it to be artistic and enjoyable. We went around looking at places to see how much people enjoyed it, how much they read, what's their attention span, and that's what we did. We based it on creating it that way. So if you kind of see the Disney flavor in here, that's what it's from, my time at Disney. But it has that uniqueness that we put throughout here. And we wanted to focus on mostly Asian culture and history.
Okay.
Talk about Asia, where it came from, the arts came from, the music, all that, and how it became part of American history through that. But not just limited to. We'll later include, capoeira and different countries as well. But the focus mainly is the Asian culture and history, and that's what it's about. So we have a lot of sections on Japan, China, Korea, the Philippines, and so on, and to enlighten people about where it came from, the culture, the music, the art, even the food, and how it made its impact on America through film, TV, animation, and more.
What'd you do at Disney, by the way?
I was an artist. I was an
really?
artist before they had computers. So I
old
just
school.
yeah,
Wow.
old school art. As you can see, I designed everything in here. I personally made them, all created everything in here, all the design work, all the writing, all the artwork, everything here I designed myself. And it's nice to experience that, even though now I'm as old as dirt. But to be there I remember when that happened. I remember when that film came out. I remember when George Chung was here. I remember when Cynthia came on the scene. I remember when Chuck Norris was competing.
Stephen Hayes.
See that? I remember Stephen Hayes.
We all remember Stephen Hayes from Black Belt Magazine. and the
the
books.
magazines, and that's why I wanted to write for the magazines, because I really enjoyed that.
For more Stephen Hayes, if you haven't seen my amazing interview with him, click these videos, check them out. There's a couple of different segments, but great interview, great discussion.
Hey, and you know, I have a magic trick.
You do?
Dark glasses. There you go. Did you see that?
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. I think like the Matrix now all of a sudden.
No. Well, I started, martial arts at 67 in Kung Fu. One of Arkwai Wong's students taught me just privately. Nice. And then my official for commercial school was judo. I learned at the Japanese Community Center. Hated it. Hated every moment of it until one day a bully jumped on me in elementary school. I grabbed him and flipped him, and that was it. I knew martial arts was going to be part of me the rest of my life. Definitely. I started into jiu-jitsu, got in karate, then I fell in love with Kung Fu, and that was it. I've been doing Kung Fu ever since and still teach it today.
You teach Kung Fu?
Yes, I still teach it. Haven't stopped.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow. I mean, being the guy that started the Martial Arts History Museum, I would only hope you're a lifelong martial artist yourself, so that's really cool. Yeah. So do you basically identify as a Kung Fu guy then, or just a
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are a Kung Fu guy, technically. Okay. That's cool. Hawaiian martial arts.
This is a little bit about Hawaii. We try to look at the different countries where it came from. Asia, China, Japan, Korea, the Philippines, and Hawaii is part of that in the martial art called Lua. And that's what we push here. Lua is very rarely represented. Matter of fact, it was not allowed to be taught or pushed out here for a long time, but now nobody's learning it. So they said, go ahead and push the art, and that's what we're doing. We have a permanent exhibit on Lua.
Interesting. So, was there, you obviously know, you're a historian. Why weren't they really allowed to, teach this? Because I know Brazilian capoeira, they had to disguise as, a dance. Were they not allowed to do this, in Hawaii?
But they just wanted to keep it in the family or in the clans. It was just that.
Oh, so they didn't want it to be spread outside of Hawaii.
Right,
oh,
exactly.
So it was one of those things.
Yeah.
That's
and only certain Hawaiians as well. But
oh, okay. Yeah, the history is always interesting. What do we got over here? Oh, this must be the Filipino.
Yeah, this is both still Hawaiian and Filipino martial arts. Again, we like to focus on the countries it came from, and people get to enjoy Hawaii and all the different weapons, and then the Filipino arts from Kali, Eskrima, and all that. And then we show the history and where it came from, Magellan, and all that time period here. And we have a lot of the great uniforms here from the pioneers, from Ernie Reyes to Saul Kayuala, Beverly Saki, and more.
Very cool. Oh, and of course, what do we got here? The Rays, the West Coast demo team.
Right.
Yeah, so you have a lot of very nice pieces here.
Right.
And are most of these donations?
Everything is donated. 100% of items are donated.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go through a little bit of martial arts in America. Back over there, martial arts in animation. And here we have some of our pioneers in the martial arts, from Cynthia Rothrock to Benny the Jet Yukitas, Don Wilson, and so many more.
And how often, if somebody came here, I'm sure somebody would want to see, obviously, the exhibits, but probably they'd want to see Cynthia or Don or Benny. How often do they come? Do you guys have celebrity nights or something?
Well, one thing we do is our big thing. We do events here at the museum.
Okay.
We do about 2 to 3 events a month, either honoring somebody or filming or something like that, and everybody comes to support the museum. So Benny was just here the other day, and a lot of people are here, periodically they come through. So if you hang out long enough and go to all of our events, you'll see everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. We just had to see some people just coming by, visit today. And which is nice about the museum, people come because they connect with it. Mm-hmm. We don't have any home for the martial arts, period. There's nothing in the world that we can go to where martial arts lives.
There's no other martial arts history museum anywhere in the country. Just Burbank and then soon Glendale. That's it.
That's it. There's nothing else. China, of course, has their stuff on Kung Fu, and Japan has samurai, but there's nothing in America that focuses on the history of the martial arts. We are the only one, and I will say that we will be the only one. So if this doesn't succeed, all that history is gone. Somebody needs to keep it alive, and that's what we're doing, trying to keep it alive.
Definitely. Wow.
This is our look at timeline of martial arts in the media, from film to TV and magazine print, and the big impact it had. Here's a nice timeline that I designed for martial arts in America.
Very cool. So, with the bigger museum coming, do you already have a bunch of items that you just don't have room now to display already ready for the bigger museum?
Oh yeah, we have tons of stuff in stock. Tons of stuff in storage, really do. We're going to fill the place, we really will.
Oh, okay.
So, no worries.
Hey, look at this, Stephen Lambert. You guys seen Stephen Lambert on the channel. Stephen Lambert's Silver Mask Ninja, the original from Revenge of the Ninja. Oh, look at this though. See, that's probably I would think the coolest item, right?
Yeah,
Karate
everything
Kid
is
headband.
real and original. That's the actual Karate Kid band from Karate Kid 2. The prop guy got it from Ralph Macchio's head and brought it to us, which is really cool. You know.
Now, if anybody watching this wants to donate to the museum, like say an item, for example, is there like an address on the website that they could just send it to you, or do you want to talk to them on the phone first? How does that work?
Yeah, you know, people offer us a lot of stuff all the time.
I'd imagine, sure.
But we don't have the space. Even though we're going to have a bigger area, we're still got to be limited on space.
Okay.
So we try to look at historical items. Things that part of a movie or outfit from someone, an icon of the martial arts. Mm-hmm. We would love to have everybody in there, but we can't. You know, it won't fit.
Yeah.
But that's what we try to do. One of the things we're going to add, and it's a big thing, we'll have an exhibit area at the museum where we can change it all the time.
Okay.
This way, everybody can kind of get in the museum. Maybe 1 month we'll focus on Kempo karate. 1 month we'll focus on the martial arts of the 60s or 70s. And, you know, we get a ninja, maybe a ninja month or something. And that way, everybody will now have an opportunity to get something in the museum for even a little while.
Plus, it's a good reason to come multiple times throughout the year.
Right.
You know, that's the big thing, right?
You know, do a whole thing on all Don Wilson's outfit, or Benny Ukita's trophies, or different people that we can get in there. And then when we do our days, we honor people. We open that up to everybody, so every school owner could be part of the museum for a little while.
Nice. And then one last question, because I know you have Dragon Fest coming up, I believe in August, right?
Right, August 5th.
What is Dragon Fest?
Dragon Fest is our biggest fundraiser for the museum. It's a huge event created by Jiro Kimura, and it's a look at, we have 90 booths there, 90 vendor booths selling items, weapons, jewelry, you name it. And then we have 12 seminars taught by Benny Ukitas and Don Wilson, all those guys. Plus, all day long, we have performances on stage. So it is our time that everybody from the martial arts community can gather together like a big reunion and hang out, meet their icons, meet their friends, see someone they hadn't seen 20, 30 years. It's the one place we have we can all gather, and the biggest thing is to support the museum. Oh, for sure. So 100% of the funds goes, as we especially going to do the move. We're going to need new stands, new displays, and do that. So that's what Dragon Fest is about. A big fundraiser, but it's a great reunion. Probably our Comic-Con for the martial arts.
Wow. That's the time to come.
It's a great event. It's a great event. I really love it.
Wow. Well, thanks, Mike.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.